What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing a one-card meta series. For the first video here, we're going to have Mystfire talking about one card he believes will make a specific archetype meta. So, Mystfire, welcome on.
Thank you for having me on.
So, what archetype did you choose? And just talk about your card. What all do we got here?
So the archetype I chose was Paravians. Paravians have a very interesting focus. They're an archetype that combine multiple other archetypes, but also work well together.
Awesome. And why do you think this could be a meta deck with just one new card?
Well, I'm not entirely sure about the whole meta thing. I just wanted to create a powerful card for them, one that they could use in some way, shape, or form.
I really like that. That could work. Let's see. Paravians are lacking a little bit, mostly because, like you said, they fit so well into every other deck that they don't really function amazing unified. So I'm really interested to see what you made here. So talk about your card here. What do you got?
So the card that I have for you here today is Ultimate Paravian. They lacked an Apex, so we're making one here. It is a Savage Marine type with 5,500 power, a timer of 1, as like all other Apexes, and its condition is 2 Paravian asset monsters are in your perished pile. Thankfully, there happen to be exactly 2, so it works out. And now for the fun part, the specialty. What makes the card unique is its specialty, and let me tell you, Ultimate Paravian has the ultimate specialty. It is, when this card is played, its timer is removed. During either player's turn, if you have fewer cards in your hand than your enemy, you may shuffle a Paravian basic monster from your perished pile into your deck. If you do, this card gains 2 additional attacks until it leaves play.
The card seems really great, just reading it out here. How do you think this will play into the Paravian game plan, and what do you expect it to do in game?
So, one thing that Paravians lacked was a good closer for mid to late game, and Ultimate Paravian is designed to fill that role.
All right, well, that's exciting. I can't wait to see it in game here. Your opponent today is Lucky, and he's going to be on just a meta deck. I'm not sure exactly what, just something that you would expect to see from a top tier player, like Lucky is. You'll expect him to bring something really strong that he would load up for, if he's facing you or me or someone else that is really high in the competitive scene. So this is exciting, and let's get into that. Welcome on back. We are in the games now. We're gonna have Paravians versus Lucky here. So welcome both competitors. How are you guys feeling today?
Feeling well.
And Miss?
Oh boy, this is going to be quite the adventure.
I do hope so. I'm excited to see how this goes. So whenever you guys are ready, just flip the coin and just play it out. And I'm excited to see how this goes.
Heads or tails?
You know me, tails never fails.
Okay.
Looks like it did fail.
I'm just gonna go second.
Gosh darn it.
So here, as they say, you go first. And I'll just draw 5 cards.
Put away you and you. Let's see, what else do I want to put away? That seems good enough.
I'll throw away a few cards of my own.
I shuffled the deck.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Did you draw the same cards back?
Yeah.
So there's an issue right now with Untap where it doesn't always shuffle the deck. I don't know what it is. The game's been really bugged. So shuffle it twice usually and then draw, and that should always guarantee it shuffles. That's what I've heard, at least from some other players that I've played games with.
Well, I wish I knew that before I drew the cards back, so... well, guess I'm committing.
Good to know for future reference, though.
Yeah, especially since, well, as we're recording this, I have a special game that I need to prepare for.
That is
Lovely.
true.
So, anyway, it's time to roll. No timers, so no worries.
Oh, and a
Lovely,
6.
we can play literally everything.
Man, maybe Lucky should have gone first, starting with a 6 there.
Oh, no, I'm not worried.
So, I'm going to use the second effect of this ambush. Gonna shuffle it back, and shuffle twice this time. 1, 2. Draw a card. Perfect. It wasn't the card I just put away.
If you draw
if you're
ambush
gonna
this time,
do
you're just
that,
unlucky.
I'm just gonna put this card to the bottom of my deck, gain a health, draw a card.
Ah,
the
of
usual.
Average Titan usage.
So, yeah, do I want to play that first, or do I want to play this first? Good question. Gonna play Clytus.
Sure.
And with it, I will send... I'm gonna send this to the perished file, I guess.
Sure.
Then use its specialty to add a card from deck to hand. So... get that to my hand. And then play out these treats.
Sure.
So I get to add 2 savage types from my deck to my hand. And play them regardless of class, so. I will go and add a Terosian Paravian.
Sure.
And a Mechanism Paravian.
Sure.
Gonna shuffle that twice. The bird is the word, they say.
Alright.
Playing this Terosian Paravian. And... you know what? I'll go and play out this Sunwalker Paravian that I happen to have.
Calm.
And then I'll use the specialty of Terosian Paravian, shuffling back a card into the deck. 1, 2. Ahem. 2. There. Then I'll go into hand refill, unless you have something.
No. I'm gonna interrupt you there with a class bond.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Gonna send so just a few class 3s, you know. Just a few little class 3 cards.
Wait a second.
You don't have to worry about it. It's just a few class 3s.
Holy.
Wait a second.
I wonder if he nerfs class bond at any point. This is a little stupid.
Here, let me.
Oh, we know it. I know exactly where this is going, and I hate it so much.
Okay, here, and then let's just start resolving things, you know? So here, I get to choose the order of resolution. So, let's see. So I'm going to activate my Rogue Beast utility chimeras. I'm going to send back. Is it specifically? Yep. Okay. I'm gonna send this back to your asset pile. I'm gonna send this back to your deck.
Bottom, right?
Yep. To the bottom. And then I get to gain 2 health, draw 2 cards. Gain 2 health, draw 2 cards. Yep. And then I get to take a damage to search for any card in my deck and add it to my hand. You know, totally not broken at all. I guess I will add... Ooh. Lots of valid options here. This one seems like a good card. Okay. Shuffle.
I think you have to reveal because it's played. It can be played regardless of class until it leaves your hand.
Oh, okay. It's my Tiberius.
Tiberius. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, going to hand refill now.
Yeah. It's totally nothing worrying about everything I just did there.
Yeah, that was just a completely fair and great play that we allow in the game of MonTac.
Yeah, it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah.
Not.
On a roll of
And
5.
then, yeah. Yeah, I need to check conditions.
The only saving grace right now is since you can't play the Biomech Dragon just yet, as you're on 7 instead of 8.
Oh, yeah. It's...
But it's not like you're going to like randomly crash into my Sunwalker Paravian and get it back anyway.
I don't need to do that. Yeah, so I rolled a 3 for turn.
Mm-hmm.
So
You rolled a 5.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna play out my helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Helmet is... I'm then going to play out my oppression. Which will play out the Titan. In other words, my helmet's gonna gain 2k. I'm gonna draw a
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Totally fair and balanced, as all things should be. Draw a card, gain a health. Okay. And then, yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm just gonna play out Gary.
Yep.
Yeah. Should I do anything else in this? Yeah, I mean, I can. Does that mean I should? Probably. Okay. Yeah, Nah. No. Okay. I'll just... I mean, if I can, I should, right? Just try to lethal you turn 1.
Yeah.
Next, I'll send a Cliff. I'll send a regen.
So that is going to be minus 2k.
On your Paravian.
Oh no!
So now he's at 0. I now have a Biomech Dragon. Smiley face.
Oh no!
Conflict. I'll attack over your guy.
So, I have a response.
Sure.
Gonna play out Clytus.
Okay.
Sending a Mono Mace.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then using its specialty to get a card.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the fun part. The card I just got is Savage Dual Shield.
Yep, that will end the turn. Luckily, Biomech Dragon has this lovely little thing that says, while this card is in play, its timer's removed. So I'm not really worried.
That is very true.
I mean, that's cool, bro, but I have some bad news. You see, Clytus has a little specialty where it says, once per copy of this card, you may send an enemy card in play to the perished pile. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So now your Biomech Dragon is no longer a problem until it somehow gets revived by something. I'm not sure how it would be revived, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
It does have dragon synergies. Being a mecha dragon.
We don't talk about Bruno. Wait, no, we're on scripts.
Alright, so how do you follow up that play there?
Yeah, how do I follow it up? That's the good question. So... Man, they changed up Mechanism Paravian specialty on me. They even changed it up big time. So that's a problem. Well, it would be if it wasn't a specialty I was actually thinking about. Okay, so... So here's what I am going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go in air conflict.
Sure.
Howdy. Prepare to perish.
Do I want my Gary around? It wouldn't cost me the world to do this play. It's not a great play, but it wouldn't cost me like everything to do this. Be fine. You know what? Don't. Yeah, you know, just let it perish.
Hoorah! That's my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna play my Tiberius regardless of class. I'm then going to play Dragons of a Feather, sacking my Tiberius, playing on my Biomech Dragon.
Where'd that come from?
It's just a card. Yeah. And then I'll just move to conflict. I'll attack over your Clytus.
That's fine, that will remove your helmet.
Sure will, but also remove your Sunwalker Paravian.
It's fine.
Alright, I have...
Sunwalker will return, by the way, because of its own effect.
Oh,
It perished
nice.
due to a specialty.
Oh, but you see, the thing about that... this card gains 5 additional attacks whenever it kills. So I'll just attack again.
Oh no!
Oh no, my guy has... I think 8 attacks left?
That's far too many. I'm gonna have to say... I'm going to play this Bandit Paravian.
Yeah.
Which will send an ambush to the perished pile. Which will trigger the ambush. Allow me to play a Primus for my deck, hand, or perished pile. Like this bird.
Okay.
And the bird is the word, so I get to play a Paravian card from my deck. So I will play... Well, I won't want to do that. I'll go and play a Tarosian Paravian from the deck.
Sure.
And then Chick goes to hand. Wait, no, it's... Return this to hand and shuffle 1 to 3 cards in the hand back into the deck.
Yeah.
So, I will shuffle back 1, 2, and the third card will be a Specialty Flush, removing the specialty of your Biomech Dragon.
Forgot the ruling on additional attacks gained. I think it still keeps it.
It's part of the specialty, so I would say no.
Well,
They changed that.
Power gain does stay, even if specialties are removed. I'm not sure on attacks. I think they aren't. But let me follow up real quick here. I think that Tom made a message and announcements about it, right?
Did he?
Let me make sure on this real quickly. Give me like 2 seconds here. It would have been a while back, right?
Yeah, it would have been.
Let me see. Oh, he hasn't made a message on it.
Okay.
I think let's assume the attacks stay because that would be in line with the power change. And if it's incorrect, I will put a message on screen for the viewers at this point. However, because he has no specialty, it does have a timer again, so he will die at end
It
of turn.
does. So, I mean, it will last until the end of the turn.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
congrats if you
Let's see, so 8 attacks.
Yeah, it has 8 attacks left.
Oh, that's gonna be a bother.
Yeah, and I'll attack over your 2 guys, and then I'll attack you for my 6 attacks left over.
To play out this mutated Paravian.
Just attack over that. Because it's not your prep stage.
Yeah. And you have 5 attacks left.
That is correct.
So renewal will give me 2 health, and I'll take the 5.
Alright. You're down to 2 health. I'll pass my turn. I'll draw 2 cards. I'll throw away my dragon.
Alright, going roll. Roll is a 2.
Yeah.
Well, here it comes. This is the ultimate power.
All right, so Ultimate Paravian hits the field here. How is this being played? What are we doing?
So they're playing it because there's a banded Paravian and a mutated Paravian in Parish.
True.
Yep.
Are there any on-play effects, or is this just...
Well, on
has a
play,
during
its
turn.
timer is removed, so...
That's fair? Okay. Let's see what you do with this, Mist. I'm excited.
Now, one thing that's neat about it is as long as my hand is equal to Mist's hand, it does nothing.
True, but it's his turn, so you have to keep up during his turn to prevent him from getting value.
Yeah.
So, here's a card that can give me value.
Alright.
Mechanism Paravian, regardless of class.
Alright, I'm going to shuffle back a Royal Blessing. I will not draw a card. Because it's up to.
Alrighty.
Can you deal with the second that I can play regardless of class since I have a Paravian monster?
I cannot.
Alright,
nice.
cool. Ultimate Paravian activates. I will shuffle back a Tarosian Paravian.
Mm-hmm.
And now this gains 2 attacks, so now it's at 3 attack. Now I'll go ahead and enter conflict.
Sure.
My Mechanism Paravian will attempt to attack directly.
Going to play out Dragon Sage Dorian. On play, it kills itself. In order to play Biomech Dragon, which is a 9k.
9k, so let's see, that would put it up to 8,000. I have a solution to this. As I can play Paravian Parchment. I get to add up to 3 Paravian cards from my deck to my hand, and 3 are added. I can send an enemy card in play to the perished.
I don't think I've ever seen this card before. This is
Yeah.
really strong.
It requires you to play Paravians.
That is true. But I mean, when you have Ultimate Paravian, why not, right?
Yeah. I will add all the shenanigans here, and I will say bye-bye to your Biomech.
Alright, I'll go away.
So now I've dealt with it 3 times.
Probably have to deal with it many more.
Probably only 1 more time.
Oh, you think only one more time? That's cute.
I mean, am I wrong, though?
I think you might have a few more revival means.
I'm
I'm not sure on the list, but there's got to be a few more.
Mechanism Paravian will attack for 1.
Pick one, because I have 10 health.
Mechanism
not in-
Paravian will attack for 1.
Yeah, I'll take one, because he doesn't have Ravenous.
Ultimate Paravian will attack for 1.
Doesn't have any extra effects, considering attacks, so I don't necessarily care.
Attack again.
How many attacks does this guy have?
He has 3
3.
attacks. So this is
Well, I'll
5
take
total.
Yep.
So D5. Coolio. And with that, wahahaha, I will go to hand refill.
I'll also refill a card.
Your turn.
Alright, I'll roll. I rolled a 1.
Ooh, that is tough.
Alright, I'm gonna shuffle back a Royal Blessing.
Yeah.
Would you like to draw the card this time?
No, I want to make sure my Royal Blessing's in my deck first.
Ah, I see. Well, because last time you
All right.
decided to try to avoid the ultimate Paravian.
Well, this time I have a surefire solution.
Ooh, okay.
Mystfire, would you allow me to play my Xerxes?
Go for it.
Alright. I'll activate my Xerxes to remove the specialty of your Paravian.
Darn it.
I will gain 2 health.
Darn
Alright.
it.
Then, I'm going to play out Fox. Fox, on play, removes my Royal Blessings from the deck. Both of them, of course. I then will pick up from Royal Blessing. It's a class 3 or higher tactical. So I'm gonna add a Dragons of a Feather to my hand. And then, do I want a token? No, not really. I will then use Dragons of a Feather on my Xerxes.
The roll is a 1.
That is true. It is a
Sorry about
1.
that. It is a 1. Never mind. Sorry about that.
Casually cheating.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we do that all the time here in MonTac. Put an
Right.
editor's note saying that we don't.
Maybe I will. No, but for sure we don't. We all make mistakes, especially in this environment. It's not like this isn't an actual competitive game, so we're not gonna stress that too much. But also, mistakes happen. No harm, no foul.
Okay, I'm going to move into conflict.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pass.
Oh, there goes my ultimate Paravian.
Yep, there it goes.
I will say though, it has given you some solid value here.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
it be enough? Another roll of 1 though. Another roll of 1 is really good.
Well, it could also be
3,
really
4,
bad.
5. Yeah.
It does prevent Dragons of a Feather though.
I mean, that's a good way to think about it. And you know what? I want to really nip that Dragons of a Feather in the bud. So, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... Let's see. Do I want to do that? I'll play a check.
Sure.
And then that will allow me to use
I mean,
play a Paravian card from the deck, so guess
well,
what's
you can't
back?
because your slots are full.
He can play a Paravian tactical.
Oh,
He just can't play any monsters.
So
Yeah.
Parchment
Okay, you're using Parchment. Gotcha.
to add 1, 2, 3 Paravians to my hand. And with that, I am going to remove this Cunning Mercenary.
Yeah, I did play him a bit too early.
And now, I can return this to my hand and shuffle 3 cards back. You will never guess what those are. 1, a 2, and a 3. Shuffle. Shuffle. Now I'll go ahead and enter conflict.
Sure.
My Mechanized Paravian will attack into your Xerxes,
All
and
right.
I will use the specialty of the Bandit Paravian in my perished pile to give it 2,500 power, putting it up to 4,400. Wait, not 4,400, 42. I can't do math tonight.
Thinking. If I do that, what does that give me?
I wonder what outs you have on a roll of 1. It must be something in the asset pile for sure, right?
Looking at what's left, I
guess this is a play. All right, I'm gonna play out Clytus.
Ooh, okay.
Clytus is going to send a fast track.
Okay.
I'm going to add a card.
remember the roll is a 1.
It is a 1. I'll add this card.
Okay. Any responses?
Continue. No.
Okay. So the attack goes through?
Yeah, there you go, sir.
All right.
And this Mechanized Paravian will attack into Clytus.
Yeah.
I am one step closer to destroying your deck.
Okay.
I will end my turn.
I'll roll. Oh, wait.
A 5. Ooh, that is really
I
solid.
will
number.
impose the Xerxes.
You have two dragons left somewhere. Oh, you have multiple dragons. Right. The poison. Goose goes poison. You can play it.
Right. Well, then use Dragons of a Feather to swap it out.
What is that? What's that doing here? I thought I dealt with it like 20 times.
Oh, it's just a card. But now you're. I guess you have a ambush, but I don't know how you're discarding it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to then. Do something really, really extremely funny. I'm gonna play out a cliff. I'm gonna pass it over to you. I'm gonna specialty remove it to give me 2 health.
Wait, so now I can't give it back to you. That's not fair.
Then I can just attack over it with my Biomech Dragon.
Ouch, that's mean.
Yeah. Which will blow up your field.
Well, there goes my board.
And I just have, a few attacks left.
Just 5 more.
Yeah, just 5 more, and sadly for me, I have cards that I cannot play, so that's game.
Okay. Yeah, good game.
Well done. So, with this, I will say I do believe Ultimate Paravian made a massive difference. It wasn't like it didn't win you the game, obviously with the loss, but it gave you a really solid position, right? It allowed you to first of all, it gave you face swings that you just didn't have before. It's also a large body. Paravians don't have very many big guys, so a 5,500 is really important here. I think it did a lot of work for the deck. The deck just maybe one card can't fix the deck though. That's just maybe something we need to consider here as well. There could also be other things, maybe draw differences or something of that nature. Or it could also just be that Biomech's a little too strong generically. Lots of things here to consider, but
it's actually kind of funny that you bring Biomech up because I was running my own copy, and ironically, Ultimate Paravian kind of stuffed me in the end.
Oh, why?
Because I did not have enough monsters in the perished pile. I probably should have played my Paravian chick just to have a body, in hindsight, but when I shuffled the Trojan Paravian, it put one less monster in my perished pile, and I had only 7, so I couldn't play the Biomech.
I removed my fast track, which I'm now realizing is my only way to play Space Buns out, which is kind of...
I see. Well, I mean, you can play Space Buns if you roll a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but if I roll a 6, yeah. Something I was going to do is I have a calculated gambit. I peeped at the top 5 cards of my deck. There is my specialty Death Soldier in there, and that would allow me to play out my Gary.
I see.
And yeah, my detonation Gary, that is.
I forgot you had detonation. Well, I didn't know you had detonation Gary, to be fair, but that is.
Yeah, it's a card that exists.
Yeah. Also,
let me tell you, it would do a great job removing the threat of your Biomech Dragon, if it came to that.
Oh, most likely, yeah.
Yeah, because the specialty removal alone does it. If you're wondering what my last card was in my asset, it's a Tribal Hammer. So I was able to bounce the thing.
I see.
If necessary. Yeah.
Mist, what is your tacticalism?
Mine was the tried and true Dragon War Gear.
I was gonna say, why didn't you use that earlier on in the game, right? Because he had a Biomech attacking or on the field with like a Clytus, or not a Clytus, did he have Biomech on the field with mutated, right? Yeah, you could have.
I could have, but I wasn't thinking of it at the time.
That is fair. Well, good games, guys. That was really awesome here. And I think from this video, we've learned that Paravians are really strong, and this could help them. It might just need a little more tuning to put them in a really good position, or maybe Biomech's a little too strong. Many things to consider here, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, but we will see you next time.